Here's a quick lesson on factoring the sum and difference of perfect cubes. With perfect squares, it has to be a difference, but with perfect cubes, it can either be a sum of perfect cubes or a difference of perfect cubes. To factor a cubed plus b cubed, this top one, it factors into a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. It's basically a formula for factoring. For a cubed minus b cubed, we get a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. You should notice there are several similarities. Where the letters are placed in the formula are exactly the same. A, b, a squared, ab, b squared. It's the exact same thing on bottom. ab, a squared, ab, b squared. What's going to be different is where your addition and subtraction signs are. There's always two addition signs and one minus sign for these. The difference is, if it's addition, it's going to go plus, minus, plus. If it's subtraction, it goes minus, plus, plus. And that's a memorization thing that you can find something to help you with. Using these, the main thing you've got to do is once they give you a cubed, you have to figure out what a is. And if they give you b cubed, you need to figure out what b is. Well, that could be easy. If it says x cubed plus 8, what is a? Well, what cubed gives you x cubed? X. So a would be x. What cubed gives you 8? 2. So b would be 2. Since it's addition, our first sign is going to be plus. So we're going to do x plus 2. The second sign is going to be addition. We're going to square x, so x squared minus. Then we multiply these two, so 2x. And then we square b plus 4. So there are some basic ones that look like that. They can get a little more complicated. For example, if we have 8x cubed minus 27. Well, now your a, what cubed gives you 8x cubed? What cubed gives you 8? 2. And what cubed gives you x to the third? X. So now a, instead of just being one thing like an x like it was before, now it's a 2x. We're going to have to be a little bit more careful. B is, what cube gives us 27? 3. Once we have those, we plug them into the formula we had before. Since it's subtraction, we're going to start with subtraction. A minus b. So 2x minus 3 times, we need to multiply these two, so that's, we need to square a first. So a squared is 4x squared plus 6x plus 9. There's not a whole lot more involved, but you need to be careful. One of the things I find really helpful is to write out what is your a and what is your b. That way when you go to fill in this formula, you can keep things straight. Let's look at 125x cubed y cubed plus 1. Is 125 a perfect cube? Yes, it's 5 cubed. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. X cubed and y cubed are both perfect cubes. So that's going to be a is 5xy. Is b a perfect cube? Is 1. Yes, 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So b, the perfect cube of b, or b is 1. 1 cubed is 1. We go in our pattern. The first sign must be addition, since this one is addition. So 5xy plus 1. Then we're going to square 5xy. 5 times 5 is 25. And we have x squared, y squared. And have subtraction here. 5xy times 1 is 5xy plus 1 squared is 1. factor a perfect cube using the formula, you should be completely done. This second part will never factor. It should be completely done. You do need to remember to look for GCFs when you're doing perfect cubes, just like when you're doing any kind of factoring, you should look for them first. The examples I've done so far have not had any greatest common factors to start with, but we could have done something like 2x cubed plus 16. Do we have a common factor there? We have a 2 we need to take out, so take out the 2 first, and you're left with x cubed plus 8. Is that a perfect cube? A sum of perfect cubes? Yes. So we're going to have 2. Set up our parentheses. This is addition, so it's going to be plus, minus, plus. A is x, and b is 2. So x, 2, x squared, 2x, 4. Don't forget to keep your GCF attached up there at the front. That's how you do sum and difference of perfect cubes.